Hey everybody, how are you? Yeah, I just wanted to remind you, I just wanted to remind you that if you'd like to see the mini catalogue or the annual catalogue, you can pop over to my online store, jilllancet.stampinup.net. They're both there. Grab a cup of tea, coffee, or whatever, and yeah, have a bit of a scroll through both catalogues. And yeah, you know, I love catalogues. From supermarket ones to, you know what, I love them. Okay, I'm going to make, actually going to make 4 cards. And I hear you saying, 4 cards? I don't have time for that. But these are really quick. I have done it. I've done all the cutting out and everything, and they're very simple. They're very, very economical. And you are going to be gobsmacked when you sit down and realize how many cards you probably could get out of one 12 by 12 sheet of designer series paper. And I'm making these for 4 different occasions, the same card. So the first thing I want to tell you is that all of these cards are using these 3 stylish shapes squares. So it's the largest and then the subsequent 2 smaller ones. Easy peasy. If you do not have these dies, then you can just cut out some squares from your designer series paper. This will look just as fantastic. Okay, so the first card I'm going to make is, and what I'm going to do is, in the details below, in the description below, I will put all the products used, all of the details, and I will tell you what size the squares are if you don't have the dies. Guys, I want to make this really easy for you. So the first card we're going to make is standard card base in the gorgeous pool party. Look at that. Isn't that a lovely colour? I really like these colours. You know, they're not quite blue, they're not quite green, but there you go. Now, I'm not putting any sentiments on the inside of these cards. You guys can do whatever you like. So I have some gorgeous designer series paper here. This is the beautiful Florals in Bloom. Florals in Bloom. This is a sentiment from the gorgeous, I've got it all scribbled down here on a piece of paper, saying something ephemera pack. Now I will put all the details under the heading of card 1, card 2, card 3, card 4. I'll give them a name. This is called Better Days Ahead card. But that is just the largest square, the subsequent smaller one, and look at the size of that piece of designer series paper. That's all you need. Now, oops. The square is like 4 point, I want to say 8 by 4.8 square, or 1 7/8 by 1 7/8. The next up one would be, let's say, 6 by 6 centimeters, and the final one would be, oh, I forgot to do that in inches, crikey. That would be 2 5/16, and then this one is 7 centimeters, or 2 3/4 of an inch. So if you don't have the dies, you can still make these cards, and yeah, I think you'll be pleased how they turn out. I'm simply going to just glue these all together. I like my liquid glue, so that's what I'm going to use. Just be careful, these have got little holes in the border. Probably could see it better on this one. And that glue, trust me, will ooze out through the smallest little hole. Crikey, it's just, yeah, you wouldn't believe. Let me just push that up so you can actually see what's happening here. So I've chosen Summer Splash. Summer Splash. This is designed to be like a cheery card. Just to cheer somebody up. Better days ahead. Whatever's happened, hopefully there's going to be better days ahead. And yeah, just bear with me while I put all this together. Look how simple that is. Now, if you intend making more than one of these, then you would cut strips of your designer series paper in the size that you need, and then cut the strips accordingly. That is so simple. Now, when I want to put this on the card, I'm going to try and make the same border top and bottom on one end. So whatever the border is, top and bottom, I kind of want it to be the same on there. Look, I'm just eyeballing it, okay? But there we go, look at that. How gorgeous is that? Now I can pop that up onto dimensionals, which I forgot to get out. Here's some simple. You don't have to put this up onto dimensionals. If you want to just glue that straight down, that's an option. And I'm going to put that on the card. Where is my take your pick? And I've chosen these beautiful holographic. Look at that. I'm just going to pop that on there. It's going across all three of the squares. Now, just let me check and see if that's straight. That looks pretty good to me. These are really fast, simple, easy cards. I've got these gorgeous holographic, what are they calling them? Holographic resin dots. That was hard, wasn't it? I think I'll put a medium one up here and a small one down here and a large one over here. That just finishes it off. A very simple card. You write whatever you like inside. Very simple card. That's card number 1, and I'm calling it Better Days Ahead. So we'll pop that up there and we'll have a look at them all at the end. Card number 2. Card number 2 is going to be a Blokey card. Everything is exactly the same. A few things are going to be different though. These are designed for you to use as a jumping off point, okay? So now I have my gorgeous thanks, and it's in white. Now I want this to be a cream card. So what I thought I'd do is, this is from the Saying Something ephemera pack. And I will put all the details, rest assured I will put all the details. But look what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my blend and I'm just going to colour this in dark Cajun Craze. Now I'm using the brush end on its side just to colour this. It came white, so I can colour it any colour I like. And it literally only takes a few seconds. You can go over it again if you think you need it darker. I'm going to just leave that to dry for a minute. So we'll just pop that there and we can put the rest of the card together. So as I said, I've chosen a very vanilla card base. I'm going to do exactly the same thing. This is the Weekend Adventure. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Weekend Adventure Designer Series paper. The same 3 dies. This is Early Espresso, and I'm going to simply pop those together glue them one on top of the other, and this card literally is half made. So this is great if you've got some scraps of these designer series papers as well. You only need, what did I say that was, like 6.5, 6 by 6 or something. I'm going to write it down. I'll write it down for you guys. I don't need to remember it at the moment, but yeah, simple, simple, simple. So pop that on there like that. We've tied in the Cajun Craze with the thanks, and now I'm going to pop this onto the card. I'm going to use the same method. I'm going to check that border, make sure it's the same all the way around. It just makes it a little bit more pleasing to the eye if things are balanced. And yeah, I'm just eyeballing it, not measuring it. I do want that cup to be up the right way though. So there we go, there's that. Now I got this piece of the Very Vanilla, and I thought I would just glue that on there like that, just to give it a bit more substance. So I'm going to take my silicone mat, and it needs to be cleaned. Don't judge me. I've had a very busy week. And I'm just going to pop some glue just in some spots where I know it's going to connect with that piece of Very Vanilla. And I'm just going to lay that on there. Now I don't know how long I want this at the moment, so I'm just going to pop that on there. It needs to actually go up a bit. Oh, crikey. You think it would go up? No, it's not going to go up because it's stuck. And I've got glue everywhere. Just hold your horses, honey. So I can just dab this glue up. Oh, dear, oh dear. I'm making a dog's dinner out of this, aren't I? Now I've got threads all stuck to it. Crikey. Look, just take an ordinary eraser and just rub that off if you make a mistake with your glue. That's what I do. So there we go. It could have been straighter. I could have put a bit more effort into that, but you know, what can I say? Now, do I want that to go across there like that? No, I want it to be sort of like that. And I think I'm just going to chop that. I'm just going to chop this in because I am dreadful at cutting things straight. I really am. Now, let me see if that's going to be... No, I want it closer to that. Hang on, hold your horses, honey. I've made a right mess of this glue, I can tell you that right now. Luckily, it dries clear. There we go. Let's hope that's in a better spot now. Hang on. And the other side, I think I will flag the end. So, where do I want to flag it? I think I'll just flag it there. So flagging it is just cutting down the center and then just going from point to that center cut, flipping it over, going from the point to that center cut. It's a simple thing. It's easy to do. It just creates a little bit more interest. And I'm going to pop that up on dimensionals as well. So it kind of looks like it's almost floating. Just bear with me, guys. Now, when this is all nice and stable, I might be able to just rub some of this glue off. Crikey, I'm not going to do it now. I'm just making more mess, really. You know, it wouldn't be, I say this all the time, but yeah, I stuff stuff up all the time. Oh dear. Anyway, that ephemera pack has more than one thanks in it, so yeah, if you really, really need to make another one, I'm just going to pop that across there like that. And I think what I'll do is I'll try and make this border the same as this border, just like that. Oh gosh, I've got to get that glue off. That's driving me crazy. Now, I went through my stash of retired products. I've got these cork. Look, I've used what, 8. I've used 8 of them. And I thought they'd look nice. I've also got these old ones too. They are from some in colours that we had a couple of years ago. There's a copper clay there that looks really, really good. I think I'm going to use the copper clay just to tie in with that. So, oops. So we might pop that one there like that. This one like that. And just put a little one down here somewhere. I'm going to clean that up off camera and nobody will even know it's there. Card number 2, and it's kind of a blokey bloke card. Now, you could have put happy birthday, whatever, okay? So that's the second card done, and we're steaming. We're steaming along here, folks. Okay, third card coming up. Oops. And I just dropped the sentiment. Just hold your horses, honey. Dear, oh dear. This one's a thinking of you card. And again, exactly the same. But I've used some silver foil. Some of the sentiments that I could choose from out of that ephemera pack, which is greetings for all. I just picked a few out. I'm saying thank you for you, but that could be not a Merry Christmas. You could use that on something else. A thanks. Colour in the happy birthday with some blends, a blend or a Sharpie, whatever you've got. Or you could just have happy birthday. I've chosen the thinking of you. I like it. It's white. It's black on white. No. Yeah, it's black on white. So, yeah, I thought it matched in really well. Crikey. So that's the one I'm using. I'm going to do this all again. Now, with the foil paper, I don't use my liquid glue on the back. I use my seal. So I'm going to pop some seal on there, just like that. Put that in the centre of the basic black one. This just will pop right off this basic white card. I will put some seal on this as well, because this is a metallic paper, and yeah, I don't have the wiggle room though, so try and get this on there first go. You do have a little bit of time before you actually press it down. You know, you've got a little bit of time to move that around. Look, that looks good to me. That is going on our gorgeous, gorgeous card. Now this, to me, I'm thinking sympathy card. But, you know, could be for anything. Just popping that on exactly the same border. We'll have a look at them all side by side at the end of this. But this could be a project where you just cut all these squares out, make these cards up or leave them unmade, and then make them up as required. Now, we will put some gorgeous dimensionals on the back of this. And yeah, I think we've got a beautiful card here. So 4 different occasions, and if you keep this in mind, and you make a lot of cards, this is very, very economical in terms of what your designer series paper size is. So we'll pop this up. These are these make it extremely fast. So there we go. I'm just popping that on there, thinking of you. I hope that's straight. Looks pretty straight. And now I have these gorgeous neutral matte dots. I've got some black ones here. So I think I'll use those. And I'm putting them all in the same spot because, you know, I struggle with this. I think you guys know that. So we'll pop that one there like that one there like that, and I think we'll use a big one up here. These forming a visual triangle help also to tie this all together. The eyes moving around the card. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm leaning towards that as my favourite. Now, last card. Yes, you can even make this a Christmas card. So depending on the colours that you're using, the greeting that you're using, yeah, this is going to be a very, very, very versatile card sketch. So I have some cherry cobbler here, and I have some gold foil. So we'll pop that on there. I'm just going to use the seal. Pop that in the middle there. And I think that's right. This absolutely gorgeous piece of designer series paper. It has that gorgeous piece of a poinsettia on it. I'm actually going to put some seal on this as well. And beautiful, absolutely beautiful. The gold just accentuates this beautiful piece of designer series paper. I've chosen 2 greetings for the front. Merry Christmas, from our house to yours. And they are from the greetings for you. They're all gold foil. They're all white, and they are basically all Christmas. So I'm popping some glue on the back of this. I have a problem with lots of white space. I really struggle with that. This is kind of what I would say was a minimalist card. Yeah, and I do struggle with this from time to time. So I'm going to actually pop that straight down. This has a self-adhesive on the back of it. So I'm just going to take off the release paper. It really is easier than I'm making it look, guys. Seriously. Now, I want the Merry Christmas to be roughly about there. Merry Christmas. Before I put that down, just checking that it's straight. This one also has self-adhesive, you know, on the back. Dear, oh dear. Very easy to get off, but not when I'm doing it. And this one, I just want just sort of under there like that. Now, I can actually put some of these red sequins on, or some of these gold, these loose gold sequins. I'm torn. I think I'll put the red on. I think we've got enough gold happening there. I think I'm going to put some red ones on. And great, it's great that we've got 3 different sizes of this as well. So I'm just going to pop one there, one there, and a medium one up here. And that's it. That is it. I'm going to show you all of these up close and personal. 26 minutes, guys. Merry Christmas from our house to yours. Check that out. Beautiful. Thinking of you, that could be a sympathy card. Love the black, the white, and the silver. Absolutely gorgeous. Thanks. Thanks, you're a good bloke. Thanks. I'm going to peel that glue off there very, very soon. But yeah, I think that's a lovely, simple card. Blokes are simple. They, you know, they don't like all the bells and whistles. And this one here is just, let me cheer you up. I know you've been going through some tough time. Here's some gorgeous bright flowers and some beautiful holographic gems. And here's to better days ahead. Guys, let me know what you think. If you'd like any information, you can pop that in the comments. If you'd like a copy of the matte templates, which are free, I've sent out hundreds of these by email. You'll receive the PDF. Please email me at tilly2145@gmail.com. There's the gorgeous cards. I would love it if you gave me a thumbs up, subscribed, and shared this. There they all are. And if you can see your way clear to donating to my nephew's life's work at the Canamalooka Wildlife Rehabilitation Centre down there in the wilds of Tasmania. Him and his family are doing an absolutely fantastic job of rescuing animals, making them well, and then releasing them back where they belong. And yeah, if you pop over to their site, canamalukawildlife.org.au, there are some so cute photos, and you'll see my nephew and his family caring for the animals. Look, guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate all of my viewers. I really appreciate the support. And I just want to say, stay safe, stay kind. Always be kind. If you can, always be kind. And guys, I'll see you all on the next video. Hooray for now. Bye.